3, 4, 5. Give them a hand, everyone. This is next installment of Sci Fi Scenario, where we instigate discussion and talk in the class by providing one scenario every week. Here goes. Here's a scenario for this week. It is... All right, drummer, hold on. Scenario is this: 30 years in the future. Hi, Mom. 30 years in the future, people go to a marriage. When they're ready to breed, they go to a marriage bureau. They order up a perfect spouse in which to make this breeding time with. Today's scenario, Juan and Stephanie have gone, but they don't know which one actually went to the customer. One of them, or maybe both of them, have implanted memories of going to the bureau and ordering up the perfect spouse. What the deeper philosophical meaning of today's discussion, studio audience, is what makes a human being. The environment, the intrinsic dimorphism of the human being, how humans differ than primate, or what we do culturally and in institutions. We are preparing for a quiz. This is stepping out of the roles. Preparing for a quiz from New Media that talks about the newness of media as basically networks or information as a binary relationship, interactivity, interface as another relationship, and the last relationship is archive or simulation. They could have both, or one of them, or neither of them, been pulled from an archive of the ideal man and the ideal woman. She could be a customer, or she could merely be one of the products told that she's a customer. And here we go. Welcome today. I'm glad you signed up for this service. Of course, you're paying a lot of money for it. It's $1 million to actually have us choose the perfect carriage for your DNA. Do you miss the romance of what you heard about 30 years ago of sending flowers on Valentine's Day and courtship and all that? You seem like a matter-of-fact businessman.
No, not really. Spent too much money on that.
Too much money and running around. How many of the audience think it's too much time and too much money? I see the gender hands go up. Gender dimorphism says all the guys are going, too much time, too much money. Ladies, how do you weigh in on the whole courtship romance atmosphere? We have 30, 40 years from that period. Valentine's Day. I'm glad you came in just after Valentine's because we had the Valentine's Day special. But I'm sorry, we misplaced some records. I'm blanking out. I don't know which one of you was the real customer. Stephanie, do you remember coming in and ordering the ideal man?
No.
You don't remember it?
I don't remember.
Well, I guess you're the product and you're the customer then. It's just that easy. What's that make me in this service?
I don't know.
Am I playing God? Am I playing like outside of the box? I'm the pimp. Thank you. I'm the go-between, the pimp. Do we even? How do you guys even know I'm real? I could be an android because you shook my hand. Thank you. Romance. What do you miss about this whole process? Do you miss anything about this process? Getting flowers in the mail or lengthy courtships, or some people's grandparents even. Whose grandparents had an arranged marriage? Couple. There you go. Are they still together? They're still together because they learned to love each other. It wasn't the old system, romantic love, the kind of Western notion of romantic love, wasn't that a little outdated? In the old days, I heard people lost interest after 8 years and said bye-bye, and a lot of children were left, without support and things like that. Juan, what do you think of that from your background? What are your memories?
I don't remember much.
You could be the product, and she could be the customers. Would you guys be bothered if you were either customers and or product? Because our scenario is someone orders one up, they're fabricated, they grow within a month or so, and we're ready to ship them out of the factory after a month. DNA is just that fast with the new modern technologies. What's it mean, Stephanie? What's it mean to be human nowadays? Or to be a woman missing romance, missing the constant calls from boys or the flowers or just the sweet talk. in the whole process?
I mean, I don't really miss it that much. It's a little cliche.
That was cliche. It was like, because you assume boys only want one thing. They want to get to the objective.
It's kind of sexist. I mean, I don't really feel like a guy should always be the one that's doing all the work. Like, I feel like it should be two-sided, like not one-sided.
Here in 2050, no one has any time, right, Tom? Absolutely none. So isn't this the most expedient way to make taxpayers, to make soldiers, to make our future generation, is by ordering each other up? Rocco. More efficient. Alexi.
You created both of them and just trying to get money off of them. Trying to convince one of them is human and you're trying to get money.
Oh, the prisoner's dilemma. I talk about game theory. Yes, they got to divide and conquer. Say, what was that again, Alexi? I created both of them.
Both of them. They're both clones.
Both clones, and I'm trying to squeeze money out of a clone. But you woke up, but one of you woke up with these implanted memories with a huge bank account. It could have been you. You're spending $1 million on this service. The people outside of the city walls who don't have this service, the poor people, have to just run around the garbage dumps doing it the old-fashioned way.
What if that $1 million is yours and you stole it from somebody else and you're using them as cover?
Laundering. That's $40,000 to you, Alexi, and in the Hollywood script treatment mill. Yeah, man, that's a great idea. Shh, Tom Cruise, don't take this idea at all. Yeah, that's a cool idea. How do you know that's not happening? That I gave one of you $1 million, and you're actually a way I launder my money.
I don't have a bank account.
You have a bank account. You're spending $1 million to get the perfect product for your dreams, the vehicle of your future DNA. We have future taxpayers, future soldiers to fight our wars. The earth will survive, right? And these people are consummately genetically engineered. We're keeping that up. Then what does money have to do with this?
Buying the product, I guess.
Buying the product. You need money in order to order up the product. Do you have a faint memory that this happened in your past too?
No.
How would you guys trust the fact that you're actually human? What kind of thought process? You would pinch yourself and say, I breathe, I sleep, I go to the bathroom, I wake up, I got desires, I got fears. Is that being human anymore?
Yes.
But what if I engineered that? What if I engineered that back into it just to help me launder this money?
That's really good.
So if the IRS... Thank you, Hollywood script treatment guy, for furthering that thing. What audience member? Who would you put what pony would you put your money on? Beautiful romantic love, a totally engineered relationship to make future taxpayers and future soldiers and future people to pay my pension, or mistrusting the pimp who's trying to launder money through these basically androids and make them think they're human so I can hide my money from the powers. Rohit.
I mean, if you encode it like them falling in love with each other in their DNA, isn't it real to them?
That's the Turing test. If it acts like a human being, it is a human being, right? Do you guys feel love at all? You just met. Yeah, love at first sight. How would you know if love is real anymore? Juan, you first.
I would feel it in my heart.
In your heart. How would you know if love is real?
Same answer.
But this is sort of like the arrangement, a couple hundred years ago in America or other countries where you have arranged marriages. Can you learn to love each other?
In time, yes.
Within time. Well, you order her up, so it's like to your specifications.
Not yet.
Or did you order him up? Is this ideal to you, or is this less than ideal to you?
I mean, I don't really know because we didn't really talk
You
yet.
just met. All right, they have this manufactured pass. Anyone else? Kyle, weigh in on the whole system. Devoid of romantic love. What are the checks and balances in this sci-fi scenario? How would they know what is real anymore? The most important thing in one's life is learning or being in love with family, friends, lovers, whatever, and that can go away with a whisk of a hand through technology. How would you know?
They would have to go back to those family members and places they remember. They actually do exist and they're real.
Oh, that's what I'm asking all of you to bring back the photos. Did you have photos of your past family?
Yes.
How do you know you're not real? Do you have photos of your past family?
Yes.
How do you know you're not an android designed? You're not. Be sure of that. Let's give them a hand at the science sci-fi. One more.
Aging and their DNA is gonna only on the heart liver. If it's really long, they're really old. If it's really short, they were just born.
In the liver. The heart and the liver.
Anywhere with them, just kind of the best places.
Okay.
So wait, who's real and who's not?
Leave extra A's in their DNA. Things will get longer and longer.
If you can check for the heart and liver. Okay, go down the hall and get cut up, Tony.
What room is that?
Yeah, it's near the bursar's office.
I'll be back.
All right, thank you much. Then we stop that.